I want a word about Chelsea. I'm going to start with you, Merson. There were no heroics at Stamford Bridge. I mean, look, we know Frank Lampard inherited a difficult situation, but how much responsibility do we have to put on his shoulders for recent results since he came back and performances?
I don't know. I mean, I think the players, no disrespect, were fussed about the league games. You know, I watched them at Wolves. Yeah, they're not getting in the Champions League. They're not really getting in Europe. It was on the 2 Real Madrid games. They had 5 clear-cut chances over the 2 ties. They never scored 1 goal. Their Achilles heel, they've spent 600 million. They haven't bought a centre-forward. You know, Neil here on the edge just now, he just said, you have to score goals. You need to score goals. They have not got a goal scorer. Everybody they buy can play all the way along the front line. That's no good. You know, Haaland can't play left wing or right wing. He's a centre-forward. And this is their problem. It doesn't matter who the manager is. They need to get the manager in now. They need to sort this out now. They need to go right. And this is no disrespect to Frank, but they've got to go right. Who do we want? Who do we get? You go in now. There's 4, 5, 6 games to go. You can tinker. Who's going to be there next season? Who's not? I mean...
But bringing someone now is disrespectful to Frank Lampard, isn't it?
How's that going to look on Frank?
No, I did. Well, he's got to go. You know, he knows he's only there for the short time anyway. You know, Frank knows he was there for the short time. He was there for the Champions League games. That was what he was there for. They're not getting up the league. You know what you read about Thiago Silva today, where they had to knock the dressing room through. I mean, you can't have 30 players there. Even if you have a 11v11, you've got 8 players sitting out. It's impossible. It's impossible, and we're talking about international footballers. They've got to get the manager in, because he'll come in May at the end of the season. The players will all go on holiday. They'll come back, and then he'll go, right, who do I need? And then that player will go, no, I don't really want to go unless you're going to give me 5 million quid, otherwise I ain't going. You know, and then if I want to buy Pulisic, I ring up and I go, how much Pulisic? They go, 50. I go, well, I'll give you 30, because you've got to get rid of him. You know, you can't keep all these players for another year. It's impossible. Chelsea are in a bit of a problem at the moment. They need to get it sorted very quickly. You know, there was a stat today. I heard Danny Murphy say, and you know, when I sat there, I was like, wow, you're right. Last 6 years, Chelsea have been nowhere. They've won the Champions League Europa. In the league, they've been 30 points, 25 points, 16 points, 20 points. They've never looked like winning the league in the last 6 years. You know, so everybody's saying, oh, what's happening at Chelsea? They've been a cup team. And they need to change it. They need to get the manager in, because you ain't going to get... Their next window is massive. They need to get a centre-forward in. They need to clear out what they need to clear out. You know, one of the players that's supposed to be going is Mason Mount. He's one of their best players. That can't happen, in my opinion. Yeah. In my opinion, that can't happen.
Neil, this idea of going for a manager now, getting him in for like an extended pre-season so we can weigh it up. If you're Julian Nagelsmann or even Pochettino, do you want to come in now?
Not really. Because there's none to play for. And the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge is going to be so flat. I'm sure, you know the way it works, Merson, there'll be talks going on all the time. Yeah. You know, and if they do, they might have already decided to appoint somebody, if it is Nagelsmann or Pochettino. They'll be having discussions with the director of football or the owners going, right, this is what we want, this is the way we want it, and let Frank do the day-to-day stuff between now and the end of the season. But no, it would be very difficult with 5 or 6 games to go into that dressing room with nothing. I don't know if you're going to learn anything, Jules, or not, you know, about the players and the character of the players, because they're playing for nothing, really. And they did throw all their eggs into one basket with the Champions League. I actually thought they played OK last night. I thought they deserved more, but Paul hit the nail on the head. No goals in the team. No goals.
And yet João Felix and Raheem Sterling were on the bench.
Yeah, but they're not goal scorers. You know, Sterling had a great chance last week. Courtois makes a great save. And again, the goals change the psychology of the tie. So when Man City get the second goal against Bayern Munich, the game's over and then it's all City. If Chelsea had got something out of the game last week, which they probably deserved, mounted one clear off the line towards the end as well, then you're thinking 2-1, got a great chance at Stamford Bridge, but 2-0 against Real Madrid. They know how to get it done, like, you know. So for me, I don't see the point in bringing the coach in now, because I don't think how much of an impact he would have on this season. But Paul's maybe right in terms of they could plan for.
They need to have a plan.
Yeah,
I think that's the big thing when I look at Chelsea.
I don't want a manager to come in
talking about it, like, you know what I mean.
But again, I think the fans need to see that and feel it, because for me, I look at Chelsea since Toboli's come in. There's been no plan whatsoever. It's right, get rid of the manager for whatever reason. He's a very, very good manager and has done well for.
It's like playing Championship manager, isn't it?
Well,
and then you lose the first 5 games, you reset. reset. You go, I'll start again.
Exactly.
I don't like this. Yeah.
Right,
their biggest thing,
transfers. Someone else is going to sign someone.
that's
Oh,
their
we'll have
biggest
him.
job.
Cucurella, we'll have him.
Oh, we'll have him.
Yeah, someone else is in demand. Where's the plan? Where's the plan for that player to come in?
And
you
they
look at an
bought all
Arsenal now,
young kids
Arteta.
as well.
And what Merson said, they've bought players who are the same type of player.
Exactly.
There are too many of them.
Yeah.
And then you talk about losing really good players, like an English player.
Yeah. Probably Mason
you
Mount.
keep, wouldn't you? I think their summer is clearing out.
Yeah.
But
Also,
who's
but that's
gonna be
why
in
I'm saying the
control of
manager
that,
come in,
though?
not the manager
Someone
come in
has
and
to
win
be in
his next
control of
5
that.
games, because don't really make any
But
difference.
surely
if they win
someone
the next
above
5
the
games.
manager has got to have that plan, knowing, like
that's
you
what I
said,
mean,
you're going that the manager is going to be either one of these two.
But then the manager will want a say in who's going to be there to play.
Of course, yeah. So they've got.
Oh, do you mean playing these games now?
No, for next season.
Oh, next
Oh, yeah,
season's
the
getting
manager
rid of the
definitely have a
players.
say on that.
Yeah, so
Otherwise,
what I'm
why
saying,
would he come in?
what I'm saying is though they know above though they're having the conversations, aren't they? To have the clear out, starting the clear out.
But from a distance, you don't, there might be a player that the club are going, I want to get rid of. Like, I'm a big Chelsea fan. I don't want to get rid of Mason Mount. He's one of the best players. You've got to keep Mason Mount. Now, the manager might come in if he comes in the next few weeks and see Mason Mount and go, whoa, no, he ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Give him what he wants. He stays. But from a distance, they'll go, OK, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's got a year left on his
These
contract.
discussions might be ongoing.
Yeah.
behind the scenes.